Well, hey kids, how you doing? Welcome to Mr. Swift's Garage, where today we're gonna be talking about podcasts. That's right, JFJ Conspiracy, the best podcast on the planet. You can catch them on YouTube, and we'll catch you on the next show. God bless. Marty Swift out.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. Jim, Jerry, good evening. Welcome to episode 65.
Woo!
Just rolling right along.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we're at about 2.5 years, guys. Just
yeah.
off the top of my head, we're at about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Woo.
And the only thing notable that I can think of off the top of my head today is it's the youngster's birthday. 74-year-old Ronnie Wood.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Youngest guy in the band?
I believe so.
Has to be.
Yeah. Someone posted a picture the other day.
Youngest looking guy in the band.
Somebody posted a picture of Keith Richards holding the baby, and it says, "Here's Keith Richards and Betty White."
I remember when he joined.
There's a lot of amazing Keith Richards memes.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah, I remember when Ronnie Wood joined. He stole him from Rod Stewart in like 75.
Yeah,
74, 75.
Great rhythm guitarist.
Yeah, oh boy, and he can throw out leads.
He's a great.
That's one of those
guitarist.
Gifted people. Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Yep.
You've got mail.
So, Jim, I understand you have a bit of a mail call for us.
I do have a mail call. This was
right.
This was special delivery.
Woohoo.
You probably remember a couple weeks ago, I was telling you guys my son went and saw Alice Cooper at some of. He actually kind of ended up working the event, so he was backstage.
Is it a golf classic or something?
Yeah, and they do like a fundraiser,
Benefit.
I think, for his charity. Anyway, so he got me a signed copy.
Oh,
My Nightmare.
Love it.
His first album without the band, I believe.
Yeah, solo.
And then
$1 Billion Baby.
Yeah,
$1 Billion Babies. And so he was supposed to sign, the whole point was he was supposed to sign Welcome to My Nightmare to me, but he signed this one to Jim. And he actually signed it upside down. So
I would take that. I would take that over Nightmare.
no, it was
Jerry.
it was very nice of him to take a minute. He said Alice was extremely nice, very gracious, and was
Cool.
happy.
That's awesome.
I've always heard he's been that way. He's been very good with the fans.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
Great. I've got a mail call, and it's a little different. A few weeks ago, our buddy Ronnie Barnett messages me, and he sends me a picture.
Bass player for the Muffs.
He says, "I don't know if this is real or not, but you might want to check it out." And it's the McCrackens. And these guys,
with the
these
Kiss
guys are
Alive.
they're a punk band, and this is Eggs Alive in Italy. And their whole shtick is their eggs or of some type or whatever.
Ronnie. I love Ronnie.
I bought the scrambled egg version. Look at that.
Yeah,
label,
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. That is neat.
What does the label say? Does it say McCrackens?
It says McCrackens. Yeah, I'll try to
Yeah.
get that in there real tight.
Yeah, great Casablanca.
Oh yeah,
label there.
Casablanca. Yeah.
Came with a slip mat also.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that sharp, nice and bold?
That's awesome.
And I also bought a clear version of that album also. They have seven. They had 7 different variety of album.
But you're not going to get all 7.
I find that impossible to believe, Jaime.
He didn't shoot off a no right off the bat.
Jaime, he doesn't have all 7 yet.
Yet. No.
A lot of them, they only came out with 25 per, and they're already sold out. So and they did have a bundle, 5 of them, of all 7 records, but I wasn't going to spend that money on it. It's punk rock. It's semi clever. Some of it's silly, but
like most punk rock.
Yeah. But I got it for the pure splatter of it all. So
I was going to say for the scrambled egg.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it looks great. Obviously,
yeah, it does.
The original one they had was just an egg. It was yellow and white, and it looked like an egg. And that one sold out the fastest. So I was lucky enough to get the scrambled egg. So
very nice.
Anyways,
still eggy. Yeah,
still eggy. We'll play a little bit of that sometime. So that's my mail call. I do have another album I'm going to be showing you guys in a little bit, but not right now. That's coming up. But what we do have right now is a classic album that Jerry picked. And that was, Jerry?
AC/DC Highway to Hell, the last album with Bon Scott.
Very good.
And I forgot how good that was, gentlemen. On the re-listen, I was like, wow.
Now that album was like 42 minutes long. It wasn't a 30-minute record, you know. They put a little
42 exactly. Well
I
done,
think
Frank. Yep.
I think it's kind of funny they only play 3 chords in that 42 minutes, but
and they played it 10 times on 10 different tunes.
Same 3 chords, just in a different order.
I love
right.
Bon Scott's vocals on this record.
Same here.
Yes.
So much going on.
It was a beautiful revisit.
Yeah.
It was.
Beautiful revisit. Yeah.
And I didn't write down your guys' favorites, but I put down for both of you, Girls Got Rhythm. Don't know if that's your favorite song or not.
Oh.
So with that being said, Jerry, talk to me.
For Frank, I picked Girls Got Rhythm.
Not my favorite song. What's your favorite song on that album? No. What's your favorite song?
On the re-listen, it became Night Prowler.
A little slower tune.
But yeah, a little bluesy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when you throw the 3 chords into a blues format, it's like, man, those guys rock.
They did rock.
And then the other one I liked before the re-listen was If You Want Blood, You've Got It. Yeah, for me. Yeah.
What did you pick for him, Jim?
I picked Girls Got Rhythm.
Not a bad pick, but it's not the right pick.
Not the right pick.
All right. So, Jim, what was your favorite song on that album?
My favorite song is If You Want Blood, You've Got It.
Very good. And what did you pick for Jim, Jerry?
Shot Down in Flames.
Just
because on the re-listen again, the bass is more. It's Cliff Williams. You're just going to get that solid bass line. But to me, every time I listen to it, I go, man, I hear that bass way more than any other tune. And since Jaime's a rock and bass player, that's how I go. I don't think I'm ever going to score the trifecta like you did, Frank, on that first show. But yeah, for Jaime, I picked Shot Down in Flames. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Now, my favorite song on this album, and it has been since the day it came out, it has never wavered. But and you guys can ask Greg Loubet about this. A Touch Too Much.
Too much.
I love that song. Man.
That album, you can't go wrong. On the re-listen, gentlemen, I just was like, man, I remember getting paid and going to remember the Music Plus down the street, gentlemen, you guys know. And I remember getting that and spinning that vinyl, and I can still remember the smell of the plastic when I got it home. I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
Yep.
Right.
But I remember this album, and guys, on the re-listen, what a treat. What a treat.
Yeah.
What a treat.
And what did you pick for me on that one, Jim?
Well, the original thought was Walk All Over You.
Mm-hmm. Good song too.
But I ultimately settled on Night Prowler for you.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. We all made the wrong picks, but it's all the same 3 songs.
Yeah, good songs.
Almost. I mean,
that whole, I'm looking at the track listing right now, but like that whole first side is pretty much flawless.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, to me, you can take that album in the way it was produced,
by Mutt Lange.
take good old Bon Scott's voice off of that record, and you could put Brian Johnson on there, and you've got a Back in Black style album almost. They were headed right in that direction.
Oh yeah.
Did Mutt do Back in Black also?
I don't.
I believe
I don't
so.
know.
Gonna kill me. He was
Did
with
he?
them for quite
Okay.
a while, so
This
Yeah.
album is just so smooth. I remember hearing the news when I wasn't a kid, I was a teenager, but when Bon Scott passed away. And I just remember thinking, man, they just made it. They just exploded.
Yeah, it had just kind of broken through.
And then that happened, and I don't know how long it was till Back in Black, a year or two. And I just thought, that is so sad. And then I hear Back in Black, and I'm like, oh, boy,
yeah.
steamrolling machine coming. Watch out, folks.
It was like
Yeah.
that's where they found out they had the amps that go to 11 on Back in Black because there's just a little bit more crunch on there, you know.
Yes.
I love that quote. Why don't you just make your volume knob 10 louder?
Yeah. This one goes to 11.
This one goes to 11.
Yep. There it is. Great
love
pick,
it.
Jerry. Love that album.
Same here, guys. The
One to
re-listen was
revisit.
beautiful. Was beautiful.
So the next pick goes to Jim. And have you decided?
I have decided, and
Oh, very good. Little Rubber Soul.
Beatles,
Rubber Soul.
All righty then.
So I was a little worried that I had already picked Rubber Soul, but it was Revolver we did. Right?
Revolver, we actually.
Yes.
And I think that's one of our
Way
episodes
long time
that
ago.
got booted off of YouTube because of the
Right.
music.
We had to change format.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was listening to that recently. I love that record. So.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a while, Jaime. Well done. I haven't
Nice.
listened to that in a while. Yep.
That's good. I'll be able to I'll pick 5 or 6 songs easily and then have to whittle it down.
You reel it down to one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we've got some new music and some semi-new music from Jerry. And why don't you go ahead and talk about what we have this week, Jerry?
Oh, thank you, Frank. What we have is Sam Wright. And folks out in Conspiracy Land, there's tons of Sam Wright. Bandcamp, go to Sam Wright Music. Everything else, Instagram, Facebook, go to sam.wright with 2 I's, WRIIGHT, and you'll get our guy. The name of the album or EP is called Beach Brawl. It was released in April of 2019, April 12th. The song is called Beach Brawl. What I love, he wrote this little thing. He says, Beach Brawl is a surf rock record inspired by sun, sand, and a special someone. Love
Nice.
it, Sam. And you guys know how I feel about this. Sam Wright, guitar, bass, vocals. Brad Thibodeau on drums. All music and lyrics written by Sam Wright. Recorded and mixed at Oscillarium by Toby Hawkwood and Brandon Bach. Again, Instagram, Facebook, sam.wright with 2 I's. Mastered by Connor Salmora. Lives in New York. He's from Toronto. Bandcamp, folks, I already said it. Sam Wright Music, Bandcamp. Guys, this stuff is This stuff is neat. It's a little beachy, it's a little surfy, it's a little punky. It says surf rock, but to me, it's a little more surf punk. You guys, let me know what you think. Yeah, Sam Wright, from Toronto, lives in New York. He's out here now. He does a lot of surfing. I follow him and likes to surf. Some of the things he showed where he's out surfing, and there's Caditas and Flea surfing out there also. So, but Sam Wright with Beach Brawl, and folks out in Conspiracy Land, let me know what you think. I just fell in love with this tune. Thank you so much, Frank.
She got a lot of time, takes a lot of time to get to know someone completely. So we take it slow, we talk about a hose, we go and get another coffee. Oh, I know, I got a feeling in my bones. She's got a feeling and she knows, so we don't go home. We love to train around the town. We spend the whole week on the ground, and when we kick the door, we climbing up and down the road. We got the mustangs on our clothes, and when she has to go, I don't want this train in. Yeah, she's running through my brain. She's not like other girls, she's in another world, she's just on another level. I wanna make her mine and give her all my time. I just wanna sit next to her. Oh, I know, I got a feeling in my bones. She's got a feeling and she knows, so we don't go home. We jump the train around the town. We spend the whole week on the ground, and when we kick the door, we climbing up and down the road. We got the mustangs on our clothes, and when she has to go, I don't want this day in. Yeah, she's running through my brain. I wanna take another ride. I got a good feeling when she's strung through my mind. I wanna touch the other side. I got a strange feeling that would never die. Yeah, I wanna take another ride. I got a good feeling when she's strung through my mind. I wanna touch the other side. I got a strange feeling that would never die.
And I want to make a point, Jerry, real quick. Sam
Yes, sir.
got
Yep.
back to us after a year. I had contacted him last year about this song, and
Yeah.
he got it lost in his emails.
Oh,
Contacted us back. He goes, I don't know what happened, but play whatever you want. And it needs to be noted, he does have new music out since this song.
Yes, he
but
does, guys. Yeah.
I
yeah.
love this song. Good
I
stuff.
do too. It
Yeah.
is great. Yep.
it's like they say, that little solo at the end and his fade
Yeah.
out. Love that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Played by him, written by him, sung by him, bassed by him.
Very
Woo!
nice.
Sam Wright Music, folks, on Bandcamp. Sam Wright Music. And then everything else, sam.wright, WRIIGHT. And you'll find our guy, because again, folks, in conspiracy land, there's quite a few people named Sam Wright. So make sure you find our guy, sam.wright with 2 I's. And then Sam Wright Music on Bandcamp. And what a treat, Frank. Thank you. What a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jim? Did you find a surf feel to that at all?
He loves his surfing.
Well, on the outro, right? So it's
Mhm.
got that kind of twangy, fuzzy guitar thing going on.
I enjoyed the song as a whole.
Vocals are fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog approves.
I
Vocals
was,
are fantastic.
I was thinking Toronto, not kind of known as a hotbed of surf guitar.
No. And again, guys, what's funny is, let me check this out. Senior Sam Wright, our Sam Wright, we're doing, folks. Senior strategist at Mother New York, studied applied economics at Queen's University, went to Royal St. George College, lives in New York, from Toronto. But he's out here in SoCal, and if you follow him, folks, and see some of the stuff, like today, he was out surfing Palo Verdes.
So it sounds like he's been in the U.S. for quite a while then.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was surprised to see that stuff, because to me, he sounds like a SoCal guy. You know, all the stuff I see, how he looks, these shades, and he's looking groovy.
Yeah.
And then I his little about, I was like, wow, from Toronto. But he's got the fever. He's in SoCal. Let's see if he
Good
doesn't
deal.
move here.
All right.
Sam
check
Wright
out
Music
Sam
on
Wright.
Bandcamp. Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful stuff.
Okay.
Thanks, Frank. Yeah.
Moving ahead, I told you guys before this show started that the song that I picked was like a worm eating through my brain. It stuck with me, and I played it over and over and over. And then what I did is I turned around and I bought the album. It's from a band called Are You a Cop? And they're right here out of Los Angeles. It's
Nice.
Jonathan Picard, Gregory Amour, and Ash Mullen that comprise Are You a Cop? These 3 guys here, this is second or third album. I'm not sure, but I think this is their third one. This is like a breakout album. The first 2 that I listened to off of Bandcamp, vocals weren't quite the same. This one here, this album, they're pronounced. You can really feel the songs. And the song that I'm going to play for you is called Bing a Bong, or just Bing Bong. There's no A in there. But once he starts singing
you're
it,
Italian, Frank. You're Italian, Frank.
yeah,
You
it
gotta
kind of
put the
comes
A in
out.
there.
Listen to
Sorry,
these
folks.
lyrics
That's true.
and tell me, in such a short time, it's a couple minutes long, it just doesn't tell the perfect story of the rock and roll lifestyle. And here is Are You a Cop? With Bing Bong.
Bing bing a bang bang, bing bang bing a bang bang bang.
Well, I was raised in the ghetto, making wooden friends like Geppetto. That's when I decided to let go. And a record label, they said so. What we need from you is a big hit song. So we played this all night long. We played bong, bing, ba, bong, 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 bing, bong, be, bong, bong, bing, bong, bong, bing, ba, bong, 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 bing, bong, be, bong, bong, bing, bong. So they shipped us out from Memphis, out west to eat some shellfish. Record label said we need a new dish. We'll suck your blood just like a dentist. ba bong bong bong. Bing bong be bong bong. Bing bong bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong be bong bong. Bing bong bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong bong bong. Bing bang bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong bong bing bing bang bong. Now we're living off of residuals, residuals, residuals. Like all creative individuals, individuals, individuals. You gotta come and be in our music videos, the videos, the videos. Now it's time for us to say adios, adios, adios. But before we leave, we bring a song to our friends. We sing. Bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong be bong bong. Bing bong bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong be bong bong. Bing bang bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong be bong bong. Bing bang bong bing ba bong bong bong. Bing bong bong bing bing bang bong.
All right, there's Bing Bong by Are You a Cop? Let's start with you, Jim. You've got that look on your face. What do you think?
I love the name of the band.
Are you a cop?
I can see why this is an earworm.
Yes.
Oh, good point, honey. Yeah.
As I was listening to the kind of outro there, I was like thinking, I cannot sing along with this because he changed it up too much. The lyrics were kind of funny. I enjoyed the humor in it.
Yes. I put it on repeat while I mowed my lawn. And
Well,
I
that's
listened
what
to
happened
it
to you, Frank.
over.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
The line in there about the label sucking their blood like a vampire kind of thing. I was like, oh.
Dentist. Yeah.
Yeah, like a dentist.
Yeah, like a dentist. Yeah, I was like, oh.
I want to mention I did when I bought the album, they were nice enough to sign it for me also.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I like the spot. What was it? Something wood like Geppetto.
We're playing with wooden friends like Geppetto. Yes.
There you go. That's classic.
Just
That's who carved Pinocchio, folks. I know.
such a
Yeah.
such a catchy tune. Black vinyl. If it was colored vinyl splatter or whatever, I would be president of their fan club. Okay.
Black is a color.
Really?
Yes, it
Really?
is. But it's vinyl. You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, that's Are You a Cop? And that's my pick this week, and I'm sticking to it.
I like it.
All right. Jim, what do you have for us?
Well, this week I have Nick Noon, and Alabama native, multi-genre singer, instrumentalist,
There you go.
songwriter, now based in Tennessee. Nick's written hundreds of songs, has recently released a double A-side single, Dear Delilah, with Don't Let the Papers Get You Down, which is the song we're going to be listening to.
Mm.
When you listen to it, you can hear his love of a lot of different genres going on. It's evident in his songwriting. The thing that captured my attention on the song was how kind of relatable the lyrics are. And so I gotta get the bifocals on here for the small print. So Nick does the vocals, guitars, bass, piano, organ, mellotron.
Yeah.
Right up Jerry's right up Jerry's alley there. Had help on the track from Keith Schaubert, who plays drums and percussion, and Patrick Monius, who provided violins and violas. Nick also produced the song. So this is Don't Let the Papers Get You Down. Go ahead and put the needle in the groove there, Frank.
papers get you down. There'll be a new headline tomorrow, and all the reports you hear now will be forgotten all about. Ignore the outrage of the crowd. The pitchforks they hold are hollow, just because some words are loud doesn't mean they are profound. If you only turn the page, you'd see who's getting paid. You'd see who's making notes and growing old off of your wage. Don't let the papers get you down. Don't lie awake from fear of mottos. Waving colors make you proud. There's some sins that you've allowed. But if you only knew the rage for people getting played, for those who live alone because they too stoned and to be engraved. Run from the rumors going round that are woven by the tongues of those who think they've got it figured out. Then Mark and I feel in a drought, and when they're banging in the rain, be no one left to blame, no one left to scold. Once that door is closed, the trends are in vain.
And there's Nick Noon, but don't let the papers get you down. Jerry, go ahead. What do you think?
Neat. That is neat. That reminds me of early childhood. The variety shows on TV, folks.
That was 70s
But
to me all the way.
Oh, absolutely. But it's obviously we have the technology, but I liked it very much. I mean, very much. That was such a nice little, swerve in what we're doing on tonight's show. That was great. That gives me a pleasant feeling, I guess is my point, guys. Gives me a pleasant feeling, warm, fuzzy, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that goes back to the wow, I can say this is the 70s, the K-Tail era of the vocalists.
I love that.
And you had a big band or a big orchestration in the studio.
Wow, that was well done, Jaime. Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Just goes to show that I don't always bring a female artist to the table. These guys were giving me grief off camera here.
Well, Frank, how long was the tune, Frank? Do we have him on that?
309.
Yeah, 309.
He went over
three off at 3 minutes. So
the double whammy.
Yeah.
Not a girl singing and over 3 minutes, honey.
I know, so unusual.
Wow.
Great.
Thought it was nicely produced, and I
like it, Jim.
Love the positive message, and
yeah.
Nice little, I love the organ. Nice little touch in there. I thought, and the strings were great.
So the other songs on the album or EP, are they of the same vein?
There's two songs. It's this and Dear Delilah, which is similar.
Of the same ilk.
Yeah. Very good. Well, that's Nick Noon.
Well done. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. And
like
Nick
that.
also sent us a video for an intro that will play on a upcoming episode later on.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
which I thought it was cool. He did something a little different than me.
Yes, he did.
I like that, Jim. I really do.
Me too. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So real quickly, guys, today I had a little free time, so I was searching for some
You
bands.
did?
And while I was reaching out, I actually got responses from about 4 different bands for upcoming
Wow.
episodes.
Nice.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
A couple of them want to come on live and do interviews, and I'm kind of telling them, well, we're not really doing interviews right now, but we'll love a video and an intro. So we'll be having some new intros from some bands coming up also.
Right.
So it's always cool to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right on. Well, Jim, I got to ask. So today, real quickly, I read that Guns N' Roses will be playing in August here in Los Angeles over at the Chargers. I think you worked there, as a matter of fact, at the Bank of America.
No, I didn't work that one. I
Okay.
worked the Coliseum,
Okay. Well, Bank of America Arena, whatever it's considered.
whatever they're calling it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me out, though.
Okay.
Wolf
Indeed.
Van Halen is in Mammoth is going to be the opening act.
Correct.
Woo.
I'm not trying to disparage the guy whatsoever. He's got talent upon talent.
Here it comes, Jim. Here
But
it comes.
how long do you think before the backlash hits this poor kid? Because he's paid 0 dues as far as playing clubs, working his way up to he was a headliner with his dad's band, and now he's opening for Guns N' Roses. I love the album. I love his voice. But do you see where I'm coming from, or do you think
Absolutely.
in the internet
Hasn't
world?
paid his due. Hasn't paid his dues, Frank. I see you and I feel you.
Yeah.
The thing to do is go to the show or wait until some of the shows come out and catch the reviews. Now, I kind of agree with you, Frank, on a little bit, like he hasn't paid his dues, but he started touring with them cats when Dave came back. He was doing shows 4 or 5 years. So you get that experience. But I agree, Frank, totally. This kid hasn't,
No, this isn't my feeling. I'm not saying he has. I'm saying how long before
I would go see it in a heartbeat.
the
And I tell you what, I'd
backlash
probably go
hits.
to the Arizona show. I'd probably go over the border.
What do you think, Jim?
Yeah.
So here's the thing of
I
here's the
guarantee-
thing about the,
I
music
guarantee you
industry.
he's got stones. I guarantee you he's got brass stones coming from his pops. Just saying. Sorry.
Nepotism is rife.
Yeah. Keep it in the family, I say.
Recording. Okay. Think about all the kids, siblings, blah, 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 of whoever who have all, kind of made it as a result of, or got introduced in because their parents or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can probably think of a bunch of them. If he didn't have the chops or the goods,
Go, Jaime.
then he's not going to survive, right?
Right.
And especially with Axel.
He's not
They
doing
have-
he's not headlining,
Nope.
right? And he
No.
probably could have gone out and done like a headlining club tour,
Yeah. Well,
right? And so I think he's doing an opening slot for Guns N' Roses. It's a choice spot, right? I mean, Guns N' Roses are huge. They're probably going to pull a big crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's going to get some great exposure from that. In a way, because he's doing that, I kind of call that paying your dues,
Ballsy.
right? And if he chokes it, he won't last. And if he goes out there and he has
Nope.
the goods, he'll make it on his own merit.
That's why we love Jim, Frank. He smooths it out. No, but the point being, what Jaime said was he could have easily headlined smaller venues. Easily. I think anyway. I don't know, especially with the COVID. Who knows what's hip and what's but
well, he's pigeonholed.
we all
Yes.
the thing I like, Frank, sorry to interrupt, is the thing with Axel. There's no way. There's no way he's going to okay. You know, I just knowing Axel and, you know, all the stuff that's happened over the years, to me, just my honest opinion, folks out in conspiracy land, there's no way Axel from Guns N' Roses is going to okay some opening act that, you know, hasn't paid their dues.
Well,
He
considering
hasn't.
Guns
We'll see.
N' Roses history and Axel's history,
Right.
Right.
Wolf might end up being the headliner because Guns N' Roses may never even make it to the stage.
Hey, Wolfie, play a Van Halen tune.
Well, see, and that's kind of where I'm at. He's gonna open up, play 30, 45 minutes. His album hasn't even hit the streets yet. And you know, it's gonna be interesting.
When's that tour?
Who's
open?
gonna be listening to him? You know?
Yeah, shoot.
He can't play Van Halen songs.
No,
You know?
but I bet he does.
I bet he doesn't.
I bet he doesn't.
No.
I think there'd be too much.
This kid's wanting to make it on his own. He's wanting to put, you know, and he doesn't want, he's got the name. He doesn't need, you know, to try to relive anything like
No.
that. Nobody, and that'd be disrespectful to his father, I think. So now,
Well
if Pops
stated.
was
Yep.
alive and retired, fair game, you know. But
Do you remember the one Van Halen live album where Wolfie comes out and plays the intro to whatever it was? It was a prelude to Little Guitars, and he looked like he was about 10 or 12. And Edward, you know, in his dilemma back then, this is the future. The
Yeah.
future. Yeah, Eddie, it's your kid. We got it. So my son's the future of the NASA. We got it. But again, both of you are exactly right. Jaime is bingo on where he could easily headline a lounge somewhere. Easily. And then Frank's right. Well, he hasn't paid his dues. But to me, if you watch their last gig in Hollywood Bowl in 2015, I've watched it enough times where I can only take so much of Dave, and I watch 5 minutes and I go, what's he doing? He's got this behind him. But Wolfie holds his own. Only because I've watched YouTube, Frank.
Mhm.
But concur, you know, rookie album just out. You're right. A lot of people are gonna say, oh, his dad, but his dad, his uncle.
If you've made it this far into the video, smash the like button,
There you go.
subscribe, ring the notification bell so that when the next episode comes out,
And keep listening, folks.
it'll show up right in your inbox, man.
There you go. All right, Jim, take us home, will you?
The shop is definitely closed.
So he walks up and he looks and he says, "Oh man, you're getting old," and he just keeps on walking.
And thanks for the update, brother.
Well,
Thank you,
Jeff
bro.
says, when it's bad enough, we know we're getting older, but to have a stranger tell you,
and he doesn't even want any money for telling you.
oh, it's like, come on, man.
Unusual.
I love that. I love that.
I would have rather him ask for some money, you know?